Sure YouTube, welcome to today's video. I'm gonna have a chat with you guys on how you can actually make it out there as an independent producer like myself. So that's when you just decide to start up making music or producing whatever content, but then you've got no manager or any deals with any record label. So that's what we call an independent producer. So the way to make it out there, apart from you producing quality content, of which you have to, people have to know you. So as a startup or upcoming producer, what you have to do first is you need to establish your brand, build your brand, and the next thing you have to maintain or grow your brand. So I'm just gonna be chatting with those who haven't established their brand for now, and then after I'm gonna carry on with how you can grow your brand, where the rest of you who have your brand established already can feature in. So let's talk about how you can establish or come up or build up your brand. So first thing first, you have to come up with a stage name or an artist name. So make sure that name is easy to spell. It can stick to the minds of the people. Don't come up with a term that is what can I say, I don't know if cliche is the right word to use, like a term that is so general. Don't think I have an example, but try come up with, let's say, a name like Deep House Master. If Deep House Master is a stage name, I don't feel like it is kind of unique. I feel like it's sort of general, you know. So yeah, try come up with a name that is very unique. The reason why it should be unique is when a person goes searches for your name, we don't want there to be a lot of search results that are not you. So if you go search for Deep House Master now, you are gonna get a lot of search results that are gonna hinder you from shining apart from them. So if you search a unique name like mine, Dysphonic, the only search results you're gonna get are mine because there's no any Dysphonic out there. So yeah, that's coming up with a fire stage name. Then come up with a logo, build, design a logo. You can design, find a graphic designer to design you a fire logo that you're gonna use to represent your brand, right? And then next thing you gotta do is avail yourself to the people. You have to put yourself out there. Be on social media platforms. Facebook, I recommend highly, then Twitter, then Instagram, and then YouTube. I recommend all of these platforms, so you better consider going out there, create an account with one of them. Facebook, if you don't have a personal account, you can just create a Facebook page where you're gonna interact with the people who only follow your brand or your music. And these are platforms where you're gonna update people who follow you whenever you have any new content or any announcement that you wanna make. So just be out there, be available, avail yourself. Next thing I can share with you guys is when you start producing, just forget about the money, focus on people receiving and having access to your songs. So you have to make them free. Share songs for free. The free platforms that I can recommend that you can put your songs on is SoundCloud, AudioMac. Create an account with these two platforms. I highly recommend AudioMac because they don't have an upload limit. But then for SoundCloud, there's a limit that if you reach, you have to be a premium member, so you have to pay a membership fee. But then as a startup, it's actually a fine platform because a lot of people are familiar with SoundCloud. So make sure your music is on there so that people can listen to it for free. You can also consider Data File Host or SendSpace. These are file sharing sites where you can upload your files and then give the links to people and then they can download it. You can also track, the nice thing about it, you can track the number of downloads on Data File Host. So now you've established your brand, you've built up your brand, and how do you maintain it? Maintaining your brand or growing your brand comes with consistency. You have to be consistent with producing quality music. Just be consistent when it comes to that. Keep on improving on your quality. Make sure that every release you have is much better than your previous release. People like quality a lot. People prioritize quality over quantity. Don't pressure yourself onto producing a lot of hits. Nothing great will ever come with you having 100 songs and there's only one fire hit. So the moment you have a hit song and then after that you produce 10 bad songs, people will actually lose interest in you because of that. So make sure that every track you produce is actually much better than tracks you produced before. And then you have to get your music to the people. Like I mentioned before, upload those songs for free: SoundCloud, YouTube, Audiomack, data file host, SendSpace. Now you have to get those links to the people. Now you have to use your social media accounts. That's where they come in handy to market your uploads or your releases. So on Facebook, you just have to make a post that, hey guys, go check out my latest release on SoundCloud or Audiomack, and here's the link below. Use relevant hashtags when you make such posts, because there are people who use social media and they usually search for hashtags in order to get the information they're looking for. So if you're gonna make such a post, use relevant hashtags such as deep house music, soulful house music, deep tech, afro tech. Just use those hashtags, and then also try to tag relevant people. Like if you know that you have a fan that really dies for your music, your number one fan, so just make sure to keep on updating them that, okay, Sharpo, you made a new song, tag them, but then don't be annoying, don't spam people, don't abuse people's inboxes by forwarding links every now and then to them. No, it becomes so annoying. So just make sure that if people are going to support you, it comes in naturally, don't force it. That's one thing I can advise. And consider joining in remix competitions so that you get recognition as well. If there's if there's a producer who's well known, who's hosting a remix competition, go join. I recommend X Diesel. He has a YouTube channel. He also does tutorials. You can click on the link on the display to go follow his channel. So he does frequently host remix competitions. Even if you don't win the competition, at least you're gonna get exposure. Someone is gonna be watching that video and might like your song, because basically what he does is he goes through and reviews all those tracks playing. Also, Ironic does remix competitions, and shout out to Ironic and X Diesel for keeping this sort of deep house culture live. So follow Ironic's channel by clicking on the link on the display. He also does remix competitions. Be sure to join those competitions because they're gonna give you very much exposure to his followers. One other tip I can give you is to try, how can I put this? Try tag some producers. Let's say maybe you have a special song that you're dedicating to a specific producer. Let's say maybe you are producing a song. Let's say for example, Dysphonic. Okay, let's say for example you're producing a song and then you title it Into Deep, and then in brackets, because you're dedicating it to me, in brackets write tribute to Dysphonic, or tribute to Edward, or tribute to Body Nice. That actually helps your song to get off a lot of traffic, because it will pop up on the search results for when a person searches that artist name. So if a person searches Dysphonic, your song has a chance of popping up as well. And if you're gonna do that, you can feel free to tag me on that post. I can easily get interested. So if I see someone tag me on a post and the song is Into Deep, Tribal to Dysphonic, I'll be very much interested to listen to the song, and I might as well share it on my page so that you can get people to hear it as well. Last tip I can share with you guys is build a network of producer friends and also supporters. Make producer friends and also make your supporters your friends to socialize with your day one supporters. If you can see that, okay, this supporter is actually a day one supporter, it might be someone who's always liking your Facebook posts about your music, or someone who's usually commenting on your posts about the music, you know, those type of supporters. Someone who's always commenting on your YouTube videos, and someone who's always up to date with your music and your brand. Notice those people, recognize them, appreciate them, send them a friend request. Just keep on checking them. Like, if you can, have them on your Facebook inbox or WhatsApp contact list. Converse on a regular basis. It does not really have to be about music production. It can be about anything in general. Just keep that relationship with them. So that will be it from me today, guys. I hope you learned a lot from the tips I was sharing with you. If you feel that I left out something, feel free to comment down below. It might help someone who's busy watching this video. It might help myself as well, because I'm still on my journey to make it. Otherwise, catch you on my next video. Ciao.